I'm drinking some tea called Black Thunder. Or was it Morning Thunder? Maybe it was Black Morning Thunder. I don't know. It's pretty good. Picked it up in Colorado. Not a sponsor, clearly. I want to talk to you about something very important. I want to implore you to look deeply into your network. Start selecting some individuals that you know that there's some hidden potential there if you only took the time to build the relationship with them. I've said this before in other videos. I've talked about it ad nauseum on the podcast, but I'm a big believer that you got to go through and occasionally take inventory. Now, I've been quick to tell you that, hey, there are people that you're going to come across when you go through your LinkedIn list or your address book or wherever you keep your contacts. You're going to be like, I don't know why I'm connected to this person. Don't know why I sent them a LinkedIn invitation. I don't know why I accepted it. I don't know why we interacted or haven't interacted since. Maybe they just came into your life at a particular time and you just let them sit there. But they are not somebody that you really want to spend any time or energy or effort to get to know better or to try and deepen the relationship or the connection that you have. Totally fine. I suggest you remove those people. And I've said this on numerous videos and podcasts, right? But I'm actually talking about the people that you do recognize that you're lucky to have in your network, to be on your friends list, to be in your contact database. And you are probably guilty of not taking that next step or trying to further the progress to get to know them better, to figure out how you can add value to their life, to figure out what that relationship means in the grand scheme of things for you. And here's the thing. The reality is in today's world, we are really connection hoarders. We keep bringing people in to our little environments, but we never do anything with them. Anything. They sit there. We may think that we're entitled to tap their shoulder when we need something. Really not, because you haven't taken the time to get to know them, to build the relationship, to create that trust, that rapport that is necessary for them to want to help you when you need it. But more importantly, I think as individuals that we need to do a better job to take personal responsibility to take necessary steps to develop that relationship, to deepen and strengthen that connection, to figure out who this person is, what they're about, where you can help them, and potentially where you could take this relationship. Now, going through that list, sort of earmarking, identifying, targeting, starring, whatever you're going to do with these people is kind of step one. But naturally, that's the easy part. The hard part is, okay, what do I do next, Steve? Like, how do I really do this? Let me give you a bit of advice. Take steps to get them on the phone, to have a conversation, invite them out to coffee, out them to lunch. Say, you and I have been connected for a while now. And correct me if I'm wrong, but there hasn't been a whole lot of back and forth. And we haven't really taken steps to really get more acquainted and familiar with one another, figure out where we can add value to one another's life. And I would like to see if you are open to correcting that. And I would like to take that first step and invite you out to a cup of coffee, lunch, come over to my office. I'll come hang with you, whatever, go for a walk, hike, something. And let's just spitball and explore and see where we can potentially add value to one another. I'm not suggesting that I want to have you go and say, I want to figure out how you can help me with my business or why you're not buying my product or service. You got to keep away from all that. I want you to come at it with a true of heart where you're just legitimately trying to figure out, hey, let's get acquainted. Let's figure out how we can stoke this fire of connection, relationship, friendship, whatever it is, and just see what comes out of this. The reality is when you don't explore it, if you don't take the time, you don't make any effort, that is just going to be a contact sitting there wherever you put them. It's going to go nowhere, my friend, nowhere. Let's take another sip of this. Not sponsored, I believe, Black Thunder morning tea. I think really it's just black tea, but it's got a little kick. I'm going to say it's got a little kick. I like it. I've been trying to drink more tea instead of coffee because it's better for me. But I digress. Back to the subject at hand. You have to identify who those people are, and then you have to take a step towards them. You're going to have to figure out what that step looks like. You're going to have to figure out how to get them engaged in conversation. Don't send them a text. Don't send them an email. Figure out how to get them on the phone so you can explain what you want to do and why you want to do it and see if they're open to it. They may not be, which is perfectly fine. Doesn't mean that you just, I kicked them out of my LinkedIn because they said no. Just may be a busy time for them. It may not be the right time. And that's okay. And here's how you respond to that. Look, when the time does feel right, I want you to know I'm here. And I would love the opportunity to sit back down with you, get more acquainted, and, figure out, what we have in common and, what I can learn from you, right? And just leave it, because you will plant a seed that will take root and that will grow and they will come back to you, because this is so unusual for you, for anybody to do this to us, that it'll stand out. It'll be memorable. And then if they do acknowledge and agree to sit down with you, have a meal or split, some time over a cup of coffee, honor that by not going in with an agenda that, promotes you, your work, or any of that crap. Just be there, like with some good questions. Like, hey, how's the year going? It's a great way to start. What are some of your challenges? Where could I potentially help you? Is there anything going on that I'm not aware of that I could add some sort of value or assistance, guidance, brainstorm, throw some ideas out? This is just such an unusual habit to get into, but when you get into it, it is like Pandora's box of awesomeness. Boom. I'm really into these sound effects that I make because we're on a low budget. We don't have sound effects built in. So I've got to come up with my own, kind of like that dude on Police Academy that was so good at that. I wish I could do that. That would be awesome. Again, come back to the subject, Steve. Got it. This will make a difference. It'll make a difference in your life. It'll make a difference in their life. And you will watch otherwise stagnant, but wrought with potential relationships grow and expand. And good things just start rolling from there. It's the ultimate ripple, my friends. You already brought them into your network. Now do something with them to figure out how you can make this a valuable, powerful, a reliable relationship, friendship, or even just a stronger connection. Food for thought. Hope it works. Hope you will tell me. Share some comments. Tell me if I'm off base. Tell me if it goes great. Tell me if it goes horribly wrong. Or if you still are stuck and not sure exactly how to take that first step towards that person to have that conversation. Let's get on a call. Let's figure it out, because you've identified that individual for a reason. And you probably just need a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of nudge. Maybe this video is that, and maybe you go forth and you ripple. I hope so. But if you don't and you're still stuck, let me ripple for you. Let me figure out how to help you get reacquainted, re-engaged with this person so that you can start exploring and enjoying the relationship you've created, the opportunity to develop it into something magical. All right, my friends, go out there, make a difference in the world, make a difference in someone's life. You'll end up making a difference in your own life. And as always, ripple on.